Welcome to the Moon Eagles Wrestling Podcast with the Moon and Joker. Joker's already feeling it.
I was jamming to our theme music, dude.
It's a pretty good song.
I was getting down to the theme song. I like it.
There's wonderful sites that you can get like royalty free music. The only thing is like with this particular site, there's like a license that I need just to make sure YouTube doesn't say
It's
something.
okay.
Yeah. So it's royalty free. It's cool, but I have to have the license on there. So if you look at the description, if you're questioning me, if you look at the description below, you'll see at the very, very, very bottom, there's the license. I have the right to use it. It's fine. Like I said, welcome to the Moon Eagles Wrestling. I'm the Moon. This is Joker. And as the thumbnail says, we're talking about the releases because how can we not?
I mean, here we are.
Here we are.
another topic that could go on for days, but
really could. Maybe not as much as the WrestleMania one. We had a lot to cover with the WrestleMania.
Oh yeah, that was 4 days worth of
4 days worth of everything. It was ridiculous.
Yeah.
But thank you for the people who hung out with us during that first live, and was part of the conversation with us. We appreciate you all for that. Hopefully somebody will be here for this one and they'll jump in at some point. If not, we're going to talk anyway because we're just going to talk to each other. But this past Friday, about 5-6 o'clock, WWE started releasing people, and we started getting the information from all the miscellaneous wrestling news outlets. And the list ended up being like 22 people long. 22, yes. It's 20 plus.
20 plus is whatever everywhere it says.
Yeah.
I think the first place I saw it was Sean Ross Sapp.
Sean Ross Sapp, Kentucky boy.
Zelina was none too happy with that man. She found out about her release from his announcement. She hadn't even checked her email yet. She hadn't checked her emails yet.
And that's okay. So let's be fair to Sean Ross Sapp. I don't always check my emails, so but you would figure that it's pretty shitty to figure out that you've been fired from your job from somebody reporting on you being fired from your job. That's wild. It's like, oh no, Zelina's been fired from WWE. It's like, bitch, I'm Zelina. What the fuck you mean?
That's me. I have a job.
I haven't gotten fired. One new email. Ah, damn.
Not anymore.
Well,
sorry.
It's like, hey, Alistair, you checked your emails yet? Probably should.
Probably should. Maybe.
According to Sean, we're not going to Cleveland next week.
It's been a rough day there, bud. Yeah, there's 20 plus. It's right after Mania. I think the last time that they had a mass execution was right after Mania.
It feels like that, and they wait till the weekend so that it gets caught. Everything gets lost in the weekend news cycle.
Monday, nobody remembers.
It's right before SmackDown. All the news about what's happening on SmackDown, all the reporting on SmackDown, everything that happened after SmackDown. It's gonna get lost in all the shuffle, and it's bullshit. But I think what was really the thing about these releases is who was released. Obviously, there's going to be some smaller names, people we don't really know. Sometimes there's like executives whose name you never knew in the first place. But when they get rid of an entire faction,
the whole damn faction,
is gone, and you're like, all right, okay, now I'm paying attention now.
If the storyline's not working, really, let's go another direction. You got to fire everybody. You're talking about top tier fucking talent that they let go out of just that one faction. Out of that one faction, I'm not even talking about the other fucking umpteen people. Just the one faction. You're talking about top tier fucking talent that they just there you go.
As if you didn't know, if you're watching this, you already know who we're talking about. First of all, shout out to people in the comments. Hello, Amanda. How are you? We're talking about the Wyatt Six, and this hurts. And I want to talk about this a little bit before we go into the rest of the list. Just this group in isolation, because one, this was the plan when Bray returned.
Yes.
Right. Before Bray Wyatt passed away, this was the plan. It was always going to be the Wyatt Six.
Yep.
And that's why there's a six in the logo, because there was going to be six of them. It was these folk and Bray.
Yes.
He would have made six. I loved the slow play that Bray had telling that story. I think it was a hair too slow, but at the same time, it's kind of like when you're watching a movie and you know a Tarantino movie is a Tarantino movie. It's going to go a certain way. There's going to be pockets of dialogue that mean absolutely nothing. It's just characters bullshitting for no reason.
Just there.
That's just Tarantino style. This was a Bray Wyatt story. You could tell that Bray had his hands literally all in the story.
Yeah.
To create this group. It was forming, it was creating itself in this very own Bray way. You had Bray, who was very happy about his return. You had Uncle Howdy, and then we were going to introduce new people. Then Bray got sick, and then he later passed, and it was just... I understand not wanting to let such an idea die, especially when you already have someone still there to carry the mantle, particularly in honor of his brother. It would be very hard to tell somebody like, hey, sorry for your loss, but we're going to just throw this whole thing your brother created away. Right. And I can just see Bo Dallas being like, you know what? Give it to me.
Well, and here's the thing. You've got Bo, who is, Bray's real life brother. Look, I was listening to Busted Open when they were talking about this whole thing too, and dude, Bully hit it right on the fucking head, dude.
He has a tendency. He either hits it on the head or he misses by a mile.
He hit it right on the head this time.
What is
the fact that with Bo, if you were to say he was to, he's gone from the company, so he's going to go to AEW now, right? Let's just say, if you're Tony Khan, what do? You give him a microphone. Go tell your story. That's exactly what Bully said. Go tell your story. Because now, and this is exactly what they said on Busted Open. This isn't me saying this. This is what, from watching the show. When he's out there, he's going to tell his story. Now the crowd, the AEW crowd, now is feeling sorry for him, right? And now they're hating WWE for letting him go. So now they're going to like you even more at the other company. So he's going to be golden. He's, same thing goes for somebody else on our list that we're going to talk about later.
So I did see the comments where he said this about another person on this list. But again, we'll get to that.
It's the same thing. WWE to let Bo go is, again, all top tier talent on the Wyatt Six. But for Bo, he's the only thing the only real tie that you still have to Bray Wyatt.
The last true tie.
The last true tie. And
I only highlight that difference because out of respect to Alexa Bliss,
she's the only one still with the company.
Bray. She's been repping Bray from jump. Like from the moment she joined, she was like up to WrestleMania. Even she was wearing moth wings to the ring. That's all Bray Wyatt.
Play and pain on her knuckles.
Yeah.
So yeah, just it's a loss. I mean, not just the fact that everybody was digging the faction. The story, they were starting to build a story. Like, it was getting bigger and bigger. Like, I know they're on SmackDown.
Yeah.
And, Dexter and Joe just had the freaking titles as tag teams.
They did.
And then
great tag team too.
Not even a month or so later, thanks. Enjoy your 90 days of not doing anything before you go somewhere else.
And here's what's wild. Here's what's wild to me. Earlier today, I was watching a video. It was JBL talking about the Ascension.
Oh wow!
Right.
I like the Ascension.
I like the Ascension too in NXT, and this is kind of what we're going with. JBL tells a story where he's like, "Hey, Vince, I don't know." Mind you, he's on commentary. This is relevant.
Right.
He's like, "I don't know how I would feel about the Ascension," meaning on commentary, the character I play on commentary, I don't know how this character that I play should feel about the Ascension. Guide me. And Vince says, well, you would hate him. You would hate them. You would hate it because they're going to go. They're going to disrespect the legends. That you would hate their character. Your character would hate their character. JBL's like, gotcha. Good. Thank you. He goes to the Ascension. And he's like, all right, guys, so here's how this is going to play out. I'm going to bash you guys on commentary. All right. And they're like, I know, we're the young guys. He's like, no. It's not because you're the young guys, right? It's not because you're the new guys here. It's because you're the heels and I'm a heel and I don't like you. So if you're somebody the heel doesn't like, and then you keep on your winning ways, because mind you, when they came out of NXT, they were going through NXT like almost undefeated. I think they lost one match towards the end of their NXT run to like the Lucha Dragons or whatever. And that was them coming up. They did the favor in NXT to come to the main roster. So they should have been on their winning streak again, being the Ascension, which was basically their character was that they win all the time, no matter what.
Right.
And so the idea was, I dogged them out on commentary, JBL, as a heel commentator. Then they go on and they keep winning. They keep dominating. They keep saying, we're not waiting our turn, blah, 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 blah. We're here now, blah, blah, blah. And then me hating on them gets them over. He's like, we've done it a bunch of times. It's worked every time. This is how we do it. The Ascension's on board. Then creative makes them lose. And creative keeps them losing. And that's what fucked the Ascension. Because nothing was aligning between these different elements upon which we, the audience, were getting the story.
Right.
And I tell that because that's how I felt about the Wyatts. We know who the Wyatts were supposed to be. Honestly, they come in on this wild force, right? They come in and they just sweep and knock out everything. They level everything. They're like, we're the Wyatts. We're fucking here. Deal with it, or I'm sorry, there's no other option. All you can do is deal with it.
Even the way they debuted on Monday Night Raw,
exactly
fantastic. It grabbed you right by your neck and was like, all right,
let's go. It's akin to the Nexus debut.
Oh, yeah. Very much so.
It's akin to the Nexus debut. And trust me, after that debut, everyone wanted the little armband, right? We already loved Bray. We already loved Bray's memory. We were all hurt and sad to have lost him. And then you give us the Wyatts and you make them this crazy, mysterious, dominant force on board. Easy. Take my money. Like, here you go. Take my wallet.
Take the whole thing.
Take it. And then they'd lose. Then they'd lose, and they'd lose again, and they'd lose some more. And then they're getting outdone by the MFTs, which is like Bloodline 3.2, and it's like not even anywhere near as good. No, you know how like you like your phone updates, and the update just makes your phone like work worse. Yeah, that's what the MFTs was.
It's the same thing.
That's what the NFTs is. This is not a shot at Solo. Love Solo. This is not a shot at to get all their names. It's so many fucking T's.
Just say the Anoa'i family.
Well, these are the Tongans.
Oh yeah,
These are the Tongans. So you're looking at
Tamatonga.
Tamatonga, Tungaloa,
Yep.
Talatunga.
Talatunga, yes.
And got it right first try. And Hikuleo. I still call him Hikuleo. But God and Hikuleo, matter of fact, you have God and Hikuleo right here, right? And you do nothing. They're stuck. They're stuck in this spiral with the Wyatts, and we don't care. We stopped caring a long time ago. And then when Solo got the lantern, you didn't need to make you don't need to do a lot to make Solo Sokoa look tough. He was a big fucking dude. He was Roman Reigns.
He was Roman's freaking heavy, yeah.
You don't need to, right.
There's nothing more to do with it.
You don't have to do anything else.
No.
Then he takes the fucking Ulafala from Roman fucking Reigns. Not a kid show. Roman fucking Reigns. And then he starts his own group. Right?
Yeah.
He kicked out Roman Reigns from the bloodline.
He was the new tribal chief.
Literally until tribal combat, and he takes the Ulafala back and everything's cool. And he was still running shit. Yeah. And he's just running shit with the Tongans. And you got the dope Tongans. I'm not sure what Tongaloa's been up to, but like that's a separate show. I love God in Japan. I don't know what's going on right now. Gorillas of Destiny, in case you guys at home didn't know. But you got a great faction. He had Jacob with him, and you got Jacob breaking off. The MFTs are fine. The MFTs are fine. This over spiraling bullshit you had with the Wyatts just made the Wyatts. It made us not give a shit about the MFTs, and it made us so bored of the Wyatts.
Well, yeah, because there was nothing really going on.
You made them look like bitches, and I feel that's so disrespectful to say to people who just lost their jobs. But WWE Creative, the way they played this out, made the Wyatts look like bitches. And how the fuck did you not have Nikki Cross involved in any solo women's stories?
None.
Not one.
Did she even wrestle any on TV? I'm sure she did at live events. On TV since the Wyatt 6, did she even wrestle?
Not fucking once.
I didn't think so.
And if she did, the fact that neither one of us know when or where or how, or could tell you with who,
that says something.
The fucking point. Was she in the Women's Rumble?
Nope. Should have been.
You didn't even put her in the fucking Women's Rumble.
Should have been.
Fuck it being in Saudi. You didn't even put her. You have a match with 30 motherfuckers. And you got Nikki motherfucking Cross right there.
Yep.
Part of a big faction.
A couple of them NXT girls could have stayed home.
And you do literally nothing?
Mm-hmm.
She could have started some shit between Alexa and Charlotte. That's a whole fucking story right there.
All on its own.
All by itself. You could put a whole story together with Nikki Cross versus Charlotte Flair, and the winner gets Alexa.
Yeah.
You could have put them where there's a tag team matchup and Alexa's hurt, so Nikki comes in and replaces her. So now it's Nikki and Charlotte, and Nikki and Charlotte do like a dual pin and like a tornado tag match. It has to be a tornado tag match so that both pins count. And Nikki and Charlotte, boom, boom, bing, bing, ding, match wins. Those two are technically the tag team champions, but Alexa's never lost the title. There was technically a defense, but it was a Nikki. You can do a whole complicated story. I just fucking wrote it. What the fuck were you guys doing?
Nothing at all. They were wasting time. Because let's talk about Nikki Cross a little bit deeper. Let's talk about how she has totally just anything that the company has thrown at her, she's dealt with. The superhero thing that she did, that was her idea.
Loved it. It was her idea.
She had no smoke going on at all. She was a mid-card at best at the time. Okay.
Yeah.
She comes along and she goes into the office. She says, "Hey, I got this idea." Again, this is something I heard on another show that they were talking about her. But the fact that she went in to talk to Vince about this idea, and he liked it so much, he said, "You know what? Go ahead and do it. And let's put it on TV."
Go for it.
And it lasted. They put the belt on her.
Sure the fuck did. No, matter of fact, if I'm not mistaken, they gave her Money in the Bank.
Yes.
They put the belt on her.
And they put the belt on her. So
it's 2 accolades.
And she handled it well. Like the whole character was fun, you know, and Nikki, she's an energy ball anyway. But that character was a lot of fun for her. You could tell she was having a good time with it.
Oh yeah.
I don't know. And then, you know, the tag team that she had with Alexa was fantastic.
Love
that their banter was fantastic.
Nick Cross Applesauce is so fantastic.
So great.
Great. Bliss Cross Applesauce.
Bliss Cross Applesauce. So yeah, anything that she's had thrown at her, she dealt with. She went and got a doctorate or some shit, a PhD, while she's on freaking main roster.
Yeah, she took a little break to get her PhD, so she's legit. That's right. Dr. Nikki Cross.
Dr. Nikki Cross. Come on now. So, but again, she came back after that, and then they, you know, put together the Wyatt Six, and again, the character was awesome. The look was fantastic, but we didn't see her in ring.
Now, keep this in mind. Piper Niven, hurt, out.
Yes.
Naomi, pregnant, out.
Out.
Belair.
Belair, pregnant,
hurt.
Out.
Well, hurt first.
Hurt first, not pregnant. Yeah.
So she's out.
Had time on her hands while she was hurt.
You clearly, you have at least 3 women who are hurt. Jordan Grace was hurt for a period of time. These people who are in and out of injury off and on, and you've got a Nikki Cross, healthy, fiery, willing. She doesn't have to, you don't have to put the belt on her, but she's right fucking there.
She's there every week.
You have a whole new championship. Nikki Cross bringing the Women's United States Championship to the Wyatt Six while Gacy and Dexter Lumis were
at the tag
titles.
It's easy, right?
That's obvious.
It's an easy right.
Like, do you want a pen to write it down? I got one. Just take the pen and write it. I saw an article just before we got on to do our sound test, and they were talking about how WWE is admitting to using AI in creative.
Sure.
That's I just need to explore that later, because I need to know how bad AI said not to use Nikki Cross. How do you not use Nikki Cross? In the end, the bottom line of this is so much could have been done.
Yes.
With the Wyatts, besides just the NFTs, right? You could have put them with other stories. Matter of fact, the Wyatt Six came in with such fire.
Mm-hmm.
They should have been involved in literally everything.
Everything.
You could put the United States Championship on Eric Rowan. Who the fuck is beating Eric Rowan?
Nobody. They should look. The Wyatt Six should have been free agents. They should have been able to go to every fucking brand. They should not have been stuck on one show. That was your first mistake. You left them on SmackDown.
That's fair.
You left them on SmackDown. SmackDown's on a downslide because they cut hours back. That's part of the reason we got all these freaking dismissals, is because they're cutting hours back. They're bringing up more talent from NXT.
Yeah.
Those are the 2 major things. Yeah. So now you have a great faction that was put together to keep the memory alive of one of your biggest talents of all time.
Oh yeah.
And you put them in a corner, really. There's no other way to really describe it other than you bad. Go sit in the corner. Don't. Here's SmackDown. Hope it works.
It should have been so. There was so much. I hate saying there was so much potential, but there was. As cliche as that is,
it is.
It's very cliche. Story wise, there's like so much you could have done. Solo Sikoa should have been in more of a conversation for the United States Championship. Wait a minute. He was. Then you have people like Jacob Fatu, who should have been more in the United. Oh wait, he was. LA Knight, he was. Carmelo Hayes, he was. Sami Zayn, he was. all of these people, Miz, he was in the running, didn't win it, but he was still in the running. Ilya Dragunov, he was. You couldn't throw Bo Dallas into that shit. You could have had Uncle Howdy facing Ilya Dragunov for the United States Championship. I like that match.
Again, all
Ilya
top
wins.
tier talent.
Yeah.
The entire faction.
There is more. They don't have to always move together as one unit. They could do this and do that. I highlight D-Generation X because that's, if you think it's a coincidence and I'm bringing up D-Generation X and the graphics in the background are black and green, then you're an idiot because it's deliberate. Think about this. You had Triple H going for the Intercontinental Championship. You had when he was let me back up. He'd eventually start going for the world title, and then you had like the Outlaws who were doing the tag team thing. You had X-Pac going for the European Championship. You had China going for the Intercontinental Championship, which is a whole other conversation that people are
only woman in history to hold the Intercontinental title until they made an Intercontinental title for the women.
And I think this is a completely side note, but they really fucked up not giving Becky Lynch the same title.
Yes.
Becky Lynch, the man, that first run as the man, should have won the men's Intercontinental Championship long ago.
Oh, yeah.
Because she's the only person since China who could have actually pulled it off in story.
Mm-hmm.
And I and most of the fans, we believed it.
Mm-hmm.
We'd have believed it.
100%.
And I don't care what you do with it. She would have wrestled other men. She would have wrestled Killian Cross. She would have wrestled John Cena. She'd have wrestled Sami Zayn. It'd have been great. She only had to hold it for a couple months, maybe defend it 4 times.
Couple few times.
Lose it once, win it back, lose it again. It's fine. Matter of fact, have her win it in a ladder match. That's even better. Because there's things you could do with the story. People would doubt her and she'd still defend the title and they still doubt her. Right. And she would just prove that the man has come around. The man is running this shit. Becky Lynch could have held the Intercontinental Championship.
It'd have been believable.
And I digress. But this was a crime, I think.
For sure.
I feel like the Wyatts were punished for WWE's bad writing.
For bad writing. Yeah.
Now, if it comes out later on that Bo Dallas was just like, I think it's done. I think we're done here. If that came out, I will completely come on this show and retract my statements. I'm not wrong, but I'll retract it.
I highly doubt that that's the case.
I don't either. I don't think that's the case. I think the NXT thing just went too long.
Well, that and let's be real. WWE as a whole right now is extremely corporate. TKO's got their thumb on everything going on.
It's worse. It's worse than being corporate.
Yeah.
So much work. It's so much work.
So there, there's that too. But
anyway, 90 days can't go by fast enough because I would love to see what.
Now, here's my question before we move down the list on the 90 days, right? It's a 90-day no compete, so you can't sign a contract with anybody.
Yes.
How fucking awesome are the indies going to be for the next 90 days?
Okay, so they can't do.
Can they do shows?
No, they are WWE contracted. They still have to operate as WWE contracted superstars for those 90 days. Now, technically, what they could do, they could wrestle in AAA, which I'm going to bring up again later on. They could wrestle in TNA.
Right. Because these are all company owned.
Well, TNA is not company owned, but they have that partnership.
Right.
And there was a couple of people in the last couple of rounds of releases where WWE was like, we're releasing them. We're still paying them for the next 90 days. Mm-hmm. But, I mean, if you got something to do with them, do your thing. And, they show up. They're still under that same name. And then, like, time passes and then they change their name or something like that and they get signed or whatever. NXT stars are only under contract for 30 days.
So they only have a 30? 30-day non-compete.
They usually have a 30-day non-compete. But there's going to be some names on this list. I'm not sure if any of that applies, but we'll talk about when we get there. But yeah, no, the answer to that question specifically, they're just chilling for 90 days. But boy, day 91 though.
I was going to say, how many on this list do you think are actually going to sign back with a major company or go back and do like Matt Cardona and enjoy time in the Indies?
That's the conversation. Matt Cardona is no disrespect to Matt Morgan, but Matt Cardona is truly the blueprint of professional wrestling. 100%. As far as indie wrestling is concerned. Matt Cardona found the secret sauce, if you will. Because he figured it out. And other people have figured out what works for them as well. Chelsea Green figured it out for herself. She got a lot of help from this person and that. AJ Francis figured it out. Most of them will tell you, I made more money leaving WWE than I ever made in WWE.
Absolutely.
And it's because they can name their own price now. Well, and they've been on TV, so now they're draws. So now
everybody wants them.
Because it's like, oh wait, I can put in somebody that was on a WWE faction. They were on SmackDown a month and a half ago. Okay, yeah. I'm gonna throw that name on the bill because it makes me I can justify a higher ticket price.
Right.
But hey, that's how this business works. So yeah, there's life on the indies, and I think this wrestling boom now just makes that even more so. Okay. Like there is 2 major companies. There's still TNA. You can go to Japan. You can do GCW. You can do IWC. Or is it ICW?
ICW.
Is it ICW? Yeah. Either way, you can do those. Fuck, you can go wrestle for the Juggalos if you really want to. It's fine.
Do it, man.
I mean, Road Dogg left, and he showed his ass up here in Louisville at OVW the next week. The next week. And now I think him and Billy Gunn are they're doing a circuit now.
Yeah, all three of
them. They're doing conventions now. Mm-hmm. And they can, because why wouldn't they?
Why not? Why not?
I love the New Age Outlaws anyway, so I ain't mad.
God, yeah.
Favorite tag team. That's the tag team that literally got me into wrestling.
Really?
Literally. Oh, yeah. The very short version of the story that people may have heard already. But a friend of mine they were talking about wrestling at school. I didn't get it. I didn't understand what they were talking about. Mm-hmm. So just like, it's Monday, 9:00, watch this channel, and you'll understand. I'm like, all right, whatever. It's wrestling's stupid. I was literally one of those people like, wrestling's fake, right? I was one of those people. And look at me now.
Still real to me.
So it's 9:00. I'm watching this show, and the show opens with like these 2 old dudes smashing each other in the head with trash cans. It's the dumbest thing I've ever seen in my fucking life. I'm like, why am I watching this? It's just 2 old guys creeping around a ring. It's exactly what non-wrestling fans envision when they think about what people are watching. And then 2 young dudes show out and start fighting both of the old dudes. And I'm like, all right, this is interesting. Then they fight up the ramp and they throw the old dudes into a dumpster and push the dumpster off the stage. I'm like, all right, now you have my attention.
This is fun.
Now you have my attention. Who are these guys? They would start hanging out with these other 2 dudes who were watching from the back. The 2 young dudes was the Road Dogg Jesse James and Badass Billy Gunn. The 2 guys who were watching this happen in the back were Triple H and Shawn Michaels. I'm watching D-Generation X basically just form in the version that I'm familiar with. So D-Generation X is quintessential to my wrestling fandom. The New Age Outlaws are quintessential to my wrestling fandom. Shout out to the Road Dogg Jesse James and Daddy Ass Billy Gunn. But all that out of the way now, you guys fucked up with releasing the Wyatts.
Way to go.
But that's only 5 of like 22 people.
Yeah, we got like 15 more to go.
So I'm just gonna go rattle this name off, this list off, and then we'll go back through it and discuss
it's some key points.
Yeah. I'm actually going to start from the bottom of my list up because the first name I have listed is like that name we're going to want to talk about. Yeah. You can tell he works in a haunt because it went dark on all of a sudden.
I like being in the dark.
Woo. I'm sure he has that exact effect in his haunt somewhere. Shout out to Malice Manor. So we have names like Apollo Crews, Luca Crucifino, Trill London, Malik Blade, Chris Island, Tyreek and Tyson. Those 2 separate people. Serena Linden, Tyra May Steele, Alba Fire, Zoe Stark, Andre Chase, the New Age. Oh, excuse me. See, I'm about to say it again. The Motor City Machine Guns. They're all top 5 tags for me. The Motor City Machine Guns, Santos Escobar, Aleister Black and Zelina, and of course the one that everyone's heard about so far. If you were watching Raw last night, Kairi Sane. How do you fucking let go Kairi Sane? Now, before we go into what should have been our typical rant, I'm sure you heard the story. There is reason to believe that the reason why Kairi Sane was released was because she had already been expressing the desire
wanting to go home,
to go back home to Japan. Because as soon as she had the opportunity, she was on a plane to Japan. She's there right now. So let's take in consideration as we go through this list that these might be opportunistic, not just business wise, where it's just like we can make some money by killing these contracts, but maybe it's like, I know you weren't completely happy. We're going to go ahead and just save you the hassle and go ahead and let you go. Now that you've been released from your contract, remember your 90-day non-compete clause, and we're going to just call it square. Also, I don't know when any of these contracts were going to end anyway. Right. So if the contracts are going to be up shortly anyway, they could have been released, but I mean, if you got like a month left on your contract anyhow, like doesn't matter. Right. So a non-renewal, maybe they chose not to renew anything. Any of these things could have happened. So we should. Oh, okay. now she's ready to jump in. Cool.
Fair enough.
I love engagement. Hey, you know what? Engagement is engagement. That's fine. So we're going to take these with a grain of salt as we go into it. And instead of asking how can they let go of Kairi Sane, instead I'll ask, what have we lost
out of Kairi?
Yeah, let's talk about what we've lost.
I mean, look, she's great in ring entertainment. Fucking hella talent, right?
Oh yeah.
But she's been underused the past how many months? Short of the storyline that they were trying to do something with Asuka, where she's constantly yelling at her and basically, she's her lapdog.
Yeah.
We haven't seen anything other than that. The occasional tag team match where she gets the shit kicked out of her, and there you are. Not much. I like Kairi Sane. I'm a fan. But are we out? Are we losing? No, because there wasn't anything going on.
I would beg to differ only to a degree.
Right.
It's kind of like if you look at Baron Corbin,
sure,
right? Where Baron Corbin, he's losing, he's acting like he's broke, which we know how much wrestlers make. The broke wrestler character does not work.
And dude, the peach fuzz beard was fucking terrible. It wasn't doing anything. for you.
But that's exactly it, though. Like that was the whole point. Like that was the gimmick. He was in the gimmick.
I know, but it was so bad.
It was, and it was supposed to be. It was so good because it was so bad. And that's where I think Kyrie was. Kyrie was in her character, in the role she was supposed to be in. And it's one of those things where, kind of like the Ascension story I told earlier, had everything gone the way it was supposed to, we'd have had a different perception of it.
Well, yeah, I like Kyrie Sane a whole lot more in NXT than when she made main roster.
I feel like if Kyrie Sane, if they knew she was unhappy, right? If they knew she was unhappy, they could have pulled the trigger on the next chapter of this story.
Sure.
I can understand if maybe you needed to get past Mania for one reason or another. If you needed to get Rhea on the other show so that Io was by herself, sure. But you could have done that in the build-up to Mania.
Sure, absolutely, 100%, without question.
My point here is while I feel like I get what they were doing, I don't like that they did it because it didn't work, because they didn't finish it. And I would hate to hold Kyrie there longer than she needs to be or wants to be. I'd hate for her to be miserable. She deserves to be happy.
Oh yeah, for sure. I mean, you know, the last time she went home was because of her father, right? You know,
something like that, yeah.
Yeah. So
and
you don't know what's going on in her personal life. She could have something. There could be shit going on back in Japan that we don't know about here in the States.
Right. There could be some very specific reasons. That could be literally anything.
100%, without question.
So again, I'm not going to. If that's where she needs to be, I wish her the absolute best.
Oh yeah.
And I hope she's well. And absolutely. I hope that whatever, if there is something that she needs to deal with, I hope she has
best of luck
system to help her deal with the things.
For sure.
What we got going on here. I just want to see Kyrie get back. And I mean, exactly. And just one good whooping. Yeah, just one good ass whooping. That's all it took.
Ass whooping.
If that last episode of Raw was just like, you know what? Boom. Bam, 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 bam. And then say a bunch of shit in Japanese and then say,
just walk off.
I
quit.
And then dips, and then we never see Kyrie again.
Been so much better than what's going on right now.
It's a win.
The
next thing you hear is that Kyrie Sane went back home. She was tired of Asuka's shit. She just went home to live her life without, away from Asuka because she couldn't take it anymore.
It's a story that makes fucking sense.
And that's where WWE is fucking things up. They have all of these stories going on, and there's always these chapters that don't make sense.
They don't make sense.
And then there's people like us who in 5 minutes rewrite the whole shit. You, me, and somebody in our comment section just wrote the obvious how this thing should have been played out. And I get that you don't want to always give people exactly what they expect, but sometimes you got to give people exactly what they expect.
You have to.
Now, you had somebody you wanted to talk about on this list.
Zoe Stark.
Let's go with it.
So she has been on the injured list for 11 months, almost a fucking year.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. She just got out of rehab. She just got cleared.
She just got cleared?
She just got cleared.
That's some bullshit.
So how shitty is that? You just spent the last 11 months kicking your own ass because of a fucking injury. Now, granted, there wasn't a lot of whole steam forward motion with Zoe Stark before she got injured, but
yeah,
she has the passion for what she does. She is very good in ring. She's fun to watch.
She is. I'm not a big fan of the Z360, but I'm in. That's fine. I don't have to love everything.
Right. But she's a hell of talent. And they were doing good things with her. The tag team deal that she had going on when she, I don't remember who it was with.
It was the Pure Fusion Collective with her, Shayna Baszler. Shayna Baszler was the tag team, and they were being led by Sonya Deville.
Yeah. And that was awesome. It was fantastic. I enjoyed it. It made sense. She probably looked her best in the company when she was doing that. But
her
then,
with Shayna was definitely her the best.
Yeah, it was great. It was great. 11 months in rehab. You're cleared. You get to go back and get in the ring, do the thing that you have the most passion for. Nope, sorry. Yeah, thanks for trying. Enjoy the next 90 days.
And it's wild because I still say it's a crime.
It is a crime.
Let me preface this with not everyone on this list is a crime. I'm just going to go ahead and say that now. There will be some names where I'm just like, I get it. And this is one of those names that I get it. Like we said, she was at her best with Shayna Baszler.
Yes.
The best presentation of Zoe Stark. Let me say that. The best presentation of Zoe Stark was with Shayna Baszler. Adding Sonya Deville wasn't bad. It didn't help, but it didn't hurt.
It gave Sonya something to do.
Finish out
her contract.
Now, in that same spirit, Shayna's not there anymore.
No.
Not officially. Not in the same capacity. She's working backstage sometimes, but she's not in ring anymore. Sonya Deville's not there anymore.
No.
So she can't come back to what she was doing. Correct. She can't fit back in the space, right? It's not like Braun Breaker, who was part of the Vision, gets hurt, is gone for a while, comes back to the Vision, right? Bronson Reed, when he's feeling better, he's going to come back to the Vision, right? We expect that. And if there's something like a Seth Rollins turn where he turned on the Vision turns on him or kicks him out or doesn't let him back in, sure, now you got a story, but that's the space where you're in. Nothing like that exists anymore for Zoe.
No.
And I'm not going to say the women's division moved on without her.
But it will.
It will, but I won't say that it did, but at the same time, it kind of did.
It didn't stop.
And I as I reflect on Zoe Stark objectively, I don't know where she would fit in.
And I'm not saying that her staying with the company is the best thing, but just again, this was from Busted Open when they were talking about she is the one to go tell her story.
Yeah.
Grab the crowd. And now I think she would do well in AEW.
I think she'd do great in AEW.
I think she'd do well in New Japan.
I like her better in AEW. Here's why. Because those of us, I guess at this point, is wrestling history. That's what Austin did. When Stunning Steve Austin left WCW, Paul Heyman gave him the opportunity to just bitch.
Paul gave him the
on ECW. Just like, tell your story. And that's where they're learning this.
He couldn't wrestle at the time either. He was still injured. He was still hurt.
So all he could do is bitch. But he grabbed the crowd in doing so. And eventually got the attention of WWF. And eventually he beat Stone Cold Steve Austin. And now considered to be one of the greatest professional wrestlers of all time. That's at least a top 10. And it's a very select top 10.
100%.
He's in a high epsilon of that top 10. Might be in that small space where it's like you're too good to be amongst these other 9 people. You're just going to be put on the shelf above the top 10. I would be one of those people to put him in that high shelf. Because again, as the era that I come into pro wrestling is that when the sapling that is the Attitude Era is starting to truly grow, Austin was my world champion.
Yeah.
Right? So Austin was my world champion. The New Age Outlaws were like that quintessential tag team at the time. So yeah, I mean, I would say that the significance of Stone Cold Steve Austin to modern day professional wrestling would put him in that upper echelon. My point here is This is the same process that Austin went through to become Stone Cold Steve Austin.
Correct.
To have that grit, that attitude. Just think about the fights she would get in AEW.
Oh, she would excel the fucking women's division. Are you kidding? Like, without question.
Her and Camille right now would be crazy.
That'd be fun. That'd be great.
Her and Tekla. Yeah. Her and Stat. Her and Sheeta. Her and Willow. If she goes in.
Her and Willow.
Now, listen, I love me some Willow. All right. I love Willow Nightingale. And I say this with all the love and passion in the world for Willow Nightingale. The match would only last 30 seconds. I want Zoe Stark to answer an open challenge for the TBS championship.
And destroy Willow.
Just fucking wreck her. Why? Because people love and respect Willow.
Yes.
And to have some new person show up and just wreck house, pin 1, 2, 3, take the belt and walk straight up the ramp. No, I'm here. No, I'm back. No, nothing. No speech backstage. No, nothing. You see her leave the ring. She goes up the ramp. The camera follows her in the back. She gets in her car. She fucking dips. Yeah. Game. The whole segment lasts like 2 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
That is how, and we would buy every drop of it. We love Willow enough to hate Zoe's that much that she would be instant women's heel, top women's heel instantly by going against Willow. That would sell her.
I'm telling you right now, with this whole ordeal, this whole thing, the entire list of freaking releases, AEW on the rise right now. No question. The company is growing leaps and bounds. If you hate them, if you love them, you call them the Mud Show. I don't give a shit. You cannot deny the uprise that they have right now.
Oh yeah.
And now you have this redonkulous fucking list of releases of a shit ton of them are top tier talent.
Absolutely.
Tony Khan's running around with a fucking hard on right now.
Oh, at this point he should be.
Yeah, how could you not? I mean, again,
a metaphorical one, of course, ladies and gentlemen.
Yes, not literally run around and knocking shit off his table. Does too much blow to have a hard on.
Anyway, but no, like it's such a great point because not everyone on this list with the character that they have is going to succeed everywhere.
No,
there's a certain wrestling fandom or tandem that you can get in the WWE. And certain people are going to excel in a space like AEW.
And
Zoe I think will excel there.
Oh, 100%. I think looking at the list right now, a whole lot of them would. Just for the simple fact, they wouldn't have to recreate a character. They could change their name.
Typically, yeah.
Which most of them would have to because I'm sure WWE owns their fucking.
This is the reason why they make most wrestlers change their names.
And that's why most wrestlers are starting to use their real names because they don't want to have to change their fucking names.
Right. Like Kurt Angle. And some people can get away with it, like Samoa Joe can get away with it. AJ Styles got away with it. Jordan Grace got away with it.
Yeah.
Jordan Grace's first name was Patricia. So Jordan Grace owns Jordan Grace, and Alex Shelley. I think Alex Shelley and Chris Sabin are Alex Shelley and Chris Sabin. I think, but
yeah. And while we talk about AEW and the rise, and you mentioned Samoa Joe,
real quick,
I just gotta say this real quick. Go ahead. Sorry.
No, I'm just gonna throw it. Use this to plug. The creative divisions do need to listen to us. They do need to subscribe to this show. And if you're watching this show, you should be subscribed to this channel. It's a brand new channel. It doesn't seem like a lot of people are here. But if you're watching this, you should be sharing it with other wrestling fans that you know so that they can subscribe to this channel, like in the videos and do all the things, but help the show get going and do the things. I just want to do the plug because it was right there.
It was there. It was good.
Right. Go ahead. Now you were saying.
Just real quick on Samoa Joe, he came back this week. For those that don't watch AEW, he's been gone for a little bit. He came back this week. I'm a little pissed off at whoever's in charge in the back because you have Samoa Joe come back and you put him against a jobber. Come on.
You have to let Samoa Joe do Samoa Joe. You can't You can't have Swerve Strickland do the dive off the top
I don't
rope
want you
and
to
then
put him
like
against
fall.
Swerve, but Jesus Christ, give me a name.
I don't know who he fought. I don't know who he fought.
Jobber. But anyway,
you know who he should have fought? He should have fought Anthony Bowen.
See, that would have been badass.
The pride of pro wrestling. And if you don't know how good Anthony Bowens is, you fucked up already. Like you already fucked up and made the mistake. I'm a huge Anthony Bowens fan. He is so good.
Yeah,
but that's a whole other show.
So with AEW, you have all right. Let's on the list just talent that have never been with that company.
Okay,
we already Aleister Black. We already know the shit that's been said. Is he gonna go back? Would he? Do you want a paycheck? Go back. I think Tony Khan would take him back. I think it would be stupid not to. It's a 2-for-1 job at this point because you got Zelina that's going to go with him.
Yeah.
Do I think it'll happen? No. I got a feeling. I have a feeling that the two of them are going to spend a lot of time in the Indies and do a little something with
Karrion Kross.
Killer Kross.
Oh yeah. It's how do you not?
It's a no-brainer again.
This isn't the where I was going to go next on this list, but I might as well go ahead and go there now. Aleister Black and Zelina, real life husband and wife. If they follow look, Matt Cardona, Chelsea Green, right? They've done partnerships together. Actually, go back and just look at all the crazy shit those two have done together. It's together, apart. In honor of each other, they use it. It's the beautiful wrestling couple.
They worship each other when they're even apart. It's great.
They really do, and it's great. It's quite beautiful. But when you look at the example, like being created by Killer Kross and Scarlett Bordeaux, how do you not follow suit? It's literally dark character husband wife team,
and they're liked. I want to say they're loved because not many people love Zelina. A lot of people love Aleister.
We do love Aleister. I don't love Zelina. I don't hate Zelina, but I don't love her.
But people like them enough to where they're going to pay attention. They're going to follow, and they're going to see what they're going to do.
Yeah. And this is literally cut and paste. And I hate to say it like it's so easy to just do that. But with these types of characters, it kind of is.
It is.
And imagine if you, on the Indies, you had this back and forth between Matt Cardona and Blackheart, Shotzi Blackheart, and where they were trading titles back and forth, right? And
I loved every second of
it. Having Shotzi call herself the new king of the death match. It's great. And this is just indie folks working with each other and being like, this is what I'm going to do. Can you rock with me? And it's just like, fucking let's go.
Let's do it.
Imagine the bookings that can happen if you go to an indie and say, hey, we want 4 weeks. It's Aleister. It's Killer. It's Charlotte. It's Scarlett. It's Zelina. We'll do a series of matches. We'll take a flat rate here. Everyone get paid, and we'll do this circuit of matches 4 weeks in your promotion.
Right.
It's easy. Would you rather us come in with somebody and work with your people? Great, but we can do this, and they can do a circuit. They can work together to do a circuit. They can go where they are. They can go where they are. It works. And I think their characters, particularly working together, best works on the indies.
Yes.
Insert 3-letter group here.
Yeah. I don't know that it would work on any major brand. I think it's a definite indie push for sure.
And I think we've already seen that it's not going to work the way they wanted to in AEW. The House of Black, I was a fan.
Oh, I was too. I loved it every second of it. The whole faction was great. The matches were fantastic. The vignettes were good. it was a win.
And as we were discussing before we started the show, the House of Black wouldn't be the House of Black without Julia Hart.
No,
Julia Hart is busy right now, so you can't bring back the House of Black because Julia's not there.
No, and I think if they were to go back to AEW, I say Aleister was to go back. I don't know that they would resurrect the House of Black. I don't know that it wouldn't work anyway, but I think that he would have to try a different avenue of character. And I don't know that he's got that. I've never seen him do anything but that. I mean, hell, he carried that same character into AEW. Just changed his name.
Just changed the first.
He kept the gimmick. He kept the gimmick. Everything. He kept the fucking the eye for
Seth. And everything. Yeah.
So,
which to me was a good.
Is he a one-trick pony? Is he a one-trick pony? I don't know. I'm not saying that because he's a hell of an in-ring talent. He's fucking madman in the ring.
I feel like I feel like one-trick pony is both incredibly disrespectful and unnecessarily accurate.
I didn't mean it in a negative way, for sure.
I know, but that's it's the accurate part that makes me chuckle because it's like, well, no, because like think about it, like as disrespectful as it may seem to someone like me to hear someone say that, can I prove you wrong?
I mean, if you can, please do. Just like anything, if you can, please do it.
I mean, you can go ahead. Let me see if I can find this banner. Let me throw it out there. Feel free to email me. If you got a video clip, I can't show the clip like on the show or nothing, but we can talk about it.
We'll watch it.
Yeah. If you can prove to me or prove to Joker that Aleister Black, Malachi Black, Black Crayon, whatever, Black Mirror. He can, if you can prove that he can do something else,
please,
it's not some variation of the same dark character. I want to know.
I really don't think that I've seen him do anything else than what he's done.
I just want to see it. I want to know. I genuinely want to know. You know,
I mean, we've seen Zelina do all kinds of things.
Mexican America.
She's very flexible. I mean, just the directions she could go are infinite, in my opinion.
I feel like it's a little known group that people, if you didn't watch TNA like I watched TNA back in the day, you're not going to know what Mexican America was. It was the natural successor to the to LAX.
LAX, yeah.
And which was the Latin American exchange. TNA was great. But she was a former women's tag team champion before women's tag team championships was a real popular thing. Long before WWE had one, long before AEW was a thing. I don't know who else had women's tag team titles. For real.
I don't
like mainstream in America. Mainstream in America, there wasn't. I can tell you that now. Still, and again, I'll say this forever. If you really want to know how a wrestling company in North America really treats the women's division, old school TNA.
TNA.
Go TNA 2008, 2009. Between that, you just have to go watch it. I don't even know how to talk about it. It was a wrestling company. It was a wrestling company that took it seriously. Zelina, you could see Zelina there, and she took shit seriously. Speaking of women in TNA, shout out to ODB, who's a candidate for the TNA Hall of Fame. Should be inducted at Bound for Glory.
Nice.
And then the beautiful people and Mickey James who were inducted last year. I wanted to do an episode about that, and I didn't. And I still can. I just haven't. But then, of course, that's the question. Do they split up? They just got on TV together. Do they split up?
If they were to go through the indie circuit, no, stay together. Stay together in the indie circuit. If one or the other is offered a contract with a new company, do you? I mean, make a paycheck, take care of your family, do whatever you got to do. I mean, again, we talked about Matt and Chelsea. How long were they separated from each other doing their thing, so it's not unheard of. I wouldn't say that it should they? Yes, I think so. If they're going to go indie circuit, yes. If they're either one of them are looking to get onto a professional label or fucking brand or company, no, do whatever's good for yourself and good for business, I guess.
Yeah.
But there are several others on this list that I don't feel are going to have any issues moving forward with any company.
Talk about it.
Well, all of the Wyatt Six could go anywhere and be fine together, separate. It no question.
I say Gacy and Loomis should stick together.
I love them together. I was a huge Loomis fan from jump. Like everything about Dexter Loomis.
Sam Shaw, bring Sam Shaw back. Yeah,
it resonated like crazy. Dude is amazing. But them together is wicked fun. They're a great tag team. They gel very, very well.
Yeah, those two should stick together.
Yeah. And then just again going down the line, Santos Escobar. Okay, dude, go. How big is lucha wrestling getting right now? Not just look. You don't have to go to AAA because AAA is owned by WWE.
CMLL is right there.
CMLL. Lucha Underground's coming back, bitches.
I cannot wait. Like listen. When Lucha Underground returns,
it's happening.
All the signs are there, guys.
It's happening.
All the signs are there. If you have not gone back and watch, I have in the last year or so watched Penta versus Chelsea Green.
I've watched that match so many times I could probably recite everything that happens because it is just it's probably one of my favorite Lucha Underground matches of all time.
There are WWE fans who are like, I'm sorry, did you say Penta versus Chelsea Green? I'm like, yes, we did.
And I wish upon all things holy and unholy that WWE for one moment.
I just need it once.
No, Chelsea's already said that she probably wouldn't do it.
I know, but I want to see it.
As a fan, holy shit, I'd love to see that again. Now,
and I think
produced by WWE, maybe not.
Now, also Penta versus Io.
That would be badass too.
It was there. I've watched it.
It happened in Lucha Underground. Yeah.
So yeah, you got Santos Escobar. Honestly, if I was Santos, I would just wait for Lucha Underground.
Oh yeah.
Their first champion upon the return being Santos Escobar.
Santos Escobar. Done. Sold. Give it to me. And then somebody else you mentioned earlier when we were talking.
Just take it. Just take all of it.
Apollo Crews.
Oh,
Tell me Apollo Crews couldn't kill in Lucha. Destroy
in Lucha. Because Lucha Underground, like, I don't know how to explain Lucha Underground to someone who wasn't there. It's, okay, you know how people talk about wrestling like it's a soap opera?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Imagine if wrestling was a soap opera. Better, it's a telenovela.
Telemundo.
Imagine if not like, oh, it's like a men's a soap opera for men. Imagine if it was presented like a telenovela, like with I'm not just saying with like produced backstage segments. I mean, fully produced like a telenovela. It was, and it was great. And the beautiful parts about Lucha Underground, it was intergender.
Mm-hmm.
Like that was the norm.
Yes.
That's just what they fucking did. Yep. And I think the first time I saw a woman hold a top title was in Lucha Underground. I think her name was Sexy Star. I think Sexy Star did it before Tessa Blanchard. And I'm talking about holding a top title in a company where the top title is a men's championship, a women's championship. They have everything segmented and separated in a company. So I'm not talking about like Glow or Wow or like women's only companies. I'm talking about intergendered companies who regularly did intergender matches.
Right.
And because if you think this Penta, if this is the only Penta you know,
you missed out.
Or if you are watching
if you only caught him
Penta,
AEW, you're still missing out. Penta is so misunderused right now. I am a huge Penta fan.
Watch it's Penta versus Reclusa.
Yes.
That was Chelsea Green's thing. I'm telling you, this is a match that every wrestling fan should watch. Every wrestling fan should watch that match.
It has everything that every perfect match should have. But Penta on his own is just a phenomenal freak of nature.
When he's
like I said, he's underused right now. He's having fun time. Look, I'm not knocking what's going on with Penta.
No.
Because he's got the IC on his waist. He's enjoying it. He's made it to the big time, yay. But yeah.
Like I'm talking like dark, evil Penta.
So good.
Like not like Pentagon Jr. Like Pentagon. Like you don't know. I don't even know what to tell you. You just don't know.
So good.
Find that. I'm telling you, that match will just tell you everything you need to know.
Yep. I don't know anybody else on the list that would do well in lucha. I mean, anybody could succeed. It's wrestling, but
that's pretty much. I'd agree. It'd be Santos in lucha, and when I say lucha, when he says lucha, we're talking. You could go ahead and shift his contract to AAA. You could. You could go to CMLL, which I think would be. They would highlight that a lot. They're like, look who jumped ship to the other side of lucha wrestling. Yeah. So you can go to CMLL, which would give him space to possibly be on AEW television. Santos could go to Japan. He could. But if it was me booking, if I was his manager, I'd be like, yo, dog.
Just wait.
Chill.
Just wait.
Chill. Be the patient. Main event. Be the main event of Lucha Underground.
I mean, if anything at all, if you got bored waiting and the 90 days is up, hit the indie circuit for a little bit, stretch your legs, make sure the ring rust doesn't settle. I could get that. But as far as signing a contract and moving forward with your career, wait. Please fucking wait, dude.
Just wait. Just
wait.
Because here's the thing. If Lucha Underground, let's go back to the very beginning of AEW. When AEW establishes its first world champion, it's Hangman Adam Page, who is like the young boy for the Bullet Club, right? He was like that up and coming guy. He was the one guy in the elite who was not going to be an EVP, right? So he was like that guy, handpicked to be the first AEW world champion. Yes. But who was the first AEW world champion? It was Chris Jericho. Why? Because when you're advertising a brand new wrestling company, you need legitimacy.
Well, right? You need a big name to hold that title first.
That first title, when people are walking around talking about that first champion, who's walking around while this company is being established and being promoted, it's someone who knows wrestling and who wrestling knows.
Yes.
And wrestling knows Santos Escobar. WWE fans knows Santos Escobar. And if you pull that same card with Santos Escobar, make him your first, I forgot what they called their top championship. But yeah, put that belt on Santos. Prince Puma might come back. I mean, shit. We might even get Prince Puma. He's in a mask. You can do both. I don't know why you couldn't. You can do both.
Now, you really wanted to talk about Machine Gun.
I do want to. I want to just follow up on your point though, real quick before we shift off.
Sure.
Santos Escobar and Apollo Crews. I think of the remaining bits of the list, those would be the ones that I would probably just say, "Hey, wait for Lucha," because I feel like Apollo Crews did not get, in my opinion, a good shake in WWE. He's been there for a long time, and when he started doing that, I'm a Nigerian.
I feel like they did him dirty. They did him dirty with that shit.
I'm so pissed off. Like, to be Nigerian, cool, rock with it. But the way and you know what? I was mad, but when they gave the bitch a motherfucking spear,
I knew you
I'm
were gonna
like,
say it.
you racist son of a bitch. Fuck. Oh,
it took it all the way back to freaking Mr. Miyagi and the fucking salt, dude. Like that's how deep that was.
I couldn't. I just wanted Biggie to destroy him, which was probably the goal.
Mr. Fuji and the salt. That's how far fucking gnarly that went. It went south real quick.
Fucking spear, man.
It was bad. It was bad. Like, did anybody in the back not think that through? Like, seriously? Like,
oh, I'm sure
everybody in the back was just like, "This looks so cool." No, dude, it's so bad.
It's the same people. It's the same people who thought El Grande Americano from the Gulf of America was a good idea.
That shit was kind of funny though. You can't deny the fact. Look, that was the one time that WWE utilized politics in the best fashion possible.
I felt like in the moment it was insensitive. It's like laughing at a dark joke. I love laughing at dark jokes.
For sure.
But it was also shit was also really too real at the time. It's like this was not the card. This was not the card. Now, what's fucked up is that Chad Gable played this role and then he gets hurt. So instead of just killing the role, they gave it to Ludwig Kaiser, who is fucking killing it in this role.
Now he's in AAA.
He's taking the time to genuinely learn Spanish. He is the segment that they just did on Raw last night, whereas Rey Mysterio's talking to El Grande, Kaiser. He's talking to Kaiser first, like eventually talking to Kaiser. They're talking in like legit Spanish, and then OG Chad Gable is just like, sure, whatever. Grande latte, like he's like, I don't know. It's funny now and how they're presenting it, but at the same time, it's just like it was really real at the time, and it's like that spear fucking hurt me. That hurt. That spear dug into the blackest black part of my soul.
Oh, it was so bad.
It hurt. But no, I think Cruz was given a lot of shit roles, a lot of shit characters, and I hope that wherever he ends up going, that he can rock with it.
Yeah, for sure.
There are some names: Malik Blade, Trill London, Chris Island, Sienna Linton. They were like on either NXT that weren't used or LFG. Crucifino was part of the Tony D'Angelo family when that broke up. So that's broke up. He didn't have a role anymore. So I can see where he was just kind of like, all right. If I'm not mistaken, I think he really had retired. I think he did. I might be wrong about that one. But I think he would have had retired. Tyra May Steele was one of the winners of LFG, I think. She was actually being pushed really hard. And then they just kind of let it go. I think they just kind of cleaned house. I think I'm not sure if they're really behind the format as things are. I think LFG is changing format, so that might have something to do with it. Mm-hmm. And that all kind of makes sense. That's a cleaning house thing. The tag team of Tyson and Tyreek, they were good, but they were working with Wesley, and then Wes's contract went up. He went to TNA, did a couple of dates there, and then they all got signed to AEW. So they just kind of got left behind, and I get it. They were still a tag team. They probably still could have done something with them, but at the same time, they weren't established. So it's like, let us let you go before you're ruined on TV. And I honestly think that in cases, well, I mean that not in a WWE will fuck you up kind of way, but mind you, the last set of names that we just kind of rattled off here, they don't have a foothold. With the exception of Steele, who's actually starting to get grounded. Mm-hmm. Everyone else is just kind of they were kind of there and doing the thing and trying to establish themselves. Right. If you're going to be let go and let out of your WWE contract, this is the time to do it. Mm-hmm. This is not to shit on them or anything like that. I didn't see most of these people I just named off. I hadn't seen them wrestle.
No, a lot of them.
Tyson, Tyreek, I've seen them wrestle. Yeah. Everyone else I really watched, I think I saw like one match of Steels. But this is the time before you get typecast into a gimmick that everyone's going to want you to do or expect that that's all you got, like we were just talking about with Aleister Black. Before that happens, let them let you go so that you can reestablish yourself somewhere else. Right. And I think this is actually the best thing for them. Mm-hmm. But clearing that list so that I can hunker in. If you need to go get snacks, ladies and gentlemen, go get snacks. I'm talking about the Motor City Machine Guns. All right. This is one of the greatest tag teams in the world. Top 10 tag team. I'd argue top 5, but it's a top tag team all time. It's bold. I'm willing to be that bold. If not top 5, because there are some tag teams that kind of rotate in spots. If not top 5, top 10 for sure. And if you don't believe me, YouTube has a compilation video, and it's the series. It was the best of 5 series between the Motor City Machine Guns and Beer Money. It was also in that same top list. And those tag teams, they were so good together. TNA had put out a DVD set of those 2 teams together. That's how good this team was. And I don't think they were utilized really well in WWE. If I'm being completely honest, I wouldn't be surprised if I found out that they were just like, let us go. We want it.
Because of being underutilized? They were just done. You think they were done with the company?
Personally, I think so, yeah. I think that the Machine Guns, they show up and within like 3 matches, they're champions. Great. Right. I think that's well deserved. But then you see how they were kind of treating the tag team division on SmackDown. For a while, it was taken very serious. And then it kind of wasn't. We lost DIY. The Profits were gone. Pretty Deadly left because I think one of them is hurt. And I'd love to see what happens when he comes back. They changed their name. Elton Prince. That's the other one. I'd like to see what happens because I think Elton Prince is injured. I'd like to see what happens when Elton Prince returns because Kit Wilson is so popular now as this heel that talks about toxic masculinity. I'm not sure you can get Pretty Deadly back unless you have like a Pretty Deadly 2.0 because Kit is doing Kit's thing on his own. Mm-hmm. Now Kit's with Miz, and I think that maybe you can get Kit, Miz, and Elton to do a thing together, maybe, but that's just the Pure Fusion Collective with men. It is.
But you said Miz, and apparently, one of the dirt sheet rumors is that he's on the chopping block for the next round. I think it would be foolish. Especially right now, you're trying to build a story with him and Danhausen.
I have probably one of the most unpopular opinions of the Miz.
Yeah,
and is that Miz is one of the best wrestlers in WWE right now.
I think he is one of the best professional wrestlers, hand down, in the world.
And there's a lot of people. We're going to get a lot of shit for that, and I'm okay with it.
I'm fine with it
because those who understand how wrestling works understand how good the Miz is.
Yeah. Look, he's been put through he was put through it since day one. He wasn't supposed to be a fucking superstar. They tried to run him out the company from jump when they made him a fucking hype man at first. And then, now here he is. He's can't deny it.
You can't deny Miz. Mike Mizanin, I was a huge Real World fan.
Mm-hmm.
I stopped watching Real World around season 7 or 8.
Okay, I started watching season 1. So.
I watched season religiously. I watched season 3 off and on in London, and I watched season 4. No, 4 was London. Yeah. I watched 4 off and on, and then I watched 5 regularly in Miami. We had Boston and Seattle, and I think there was like maybe one more after that I may have caught, and I kind of lost track of it. Miz was in season 10 when they came back to New York. Season 1 was in New York, so they brought it back to New York for season 10. It was like New York, Los Angeles, San Francisco, London, Miami, Boston, Seattle. The Boston house was dope. I digress. This is a whole different show. But that's who he was. He was one of 7 people picked to live in a house and have their lives taped to find out what happens when people start being polite and start getting real. He was the dude from the Real World. He was just a dude, but he loved wrestling and he wanted to be a pro wrestler. So he created this gimmick in his head. The Miz, off of his last name, Mizanin.
Yep.
And
he was on Tough Enough.
Well, he did the Road Rules, Real World Road Rules challenges.
Yeah.
And he would constantly do the competitions, and like he'd drink or whatever, and he'd be the Miz, and the Miz would compete, and people got tired of the Miz. But damn, was he persistent. Then he did Tough Enough, and he didn't win Tough Enough. But he fucking tried, and he kept doing the thing, and he didn't give up. Everything around him told Miz to quit. Literally or figuratively or metaphorically. And the motherfucker never did.
Nope.
Never fucking quit. Never give up.
Even when he had to change in the fucking bathrooms in the venue.
Yeah. Never give up. Like the John Cena? No, that's not John Cena's phrase. That should be the Miz's phrase.
Should be the Miz. Yeah.
Because that motherfucker should have given up a long time ago.
Yeah.
And never fucking did. No. Kudos to the fucking Miz. And he met his wife, the absolutely stunning Maurice. And he's happy. He's got these kids. He wrestles in a style that allows him to keep doing it and be home and be safe and be healthy and be dad to his kids. Like, that's for you. The list of guys who get it and figured it the fuck out. Miz is on that list. AJ Francis, Matt Cardona, they're all on that list together, amongst many others. But Cody figured it out. AJ Styles, he figured it out. Lots of these guys, they figured it out. And Miz needs to be in that same category of people with Matt Cardona, AJ Styles. Miz is up there. I digress, but the point of all this is the tag team division was minimal at this point. And at that, I think that it's just one of those things, because mind you, everything was so stuck. I get back to the Wyatts and the MFTs. Everything was stuck there.
Yeah.
Like, I had to think about it for a second. I had to follow the train. Who are the fucking tag team champions on SmackDown? It's Damian Priest and R-Truth.
Yes.
I almost fucking forgot.
the original Judgment Day.
Yeah, exactly. But we love Damian Priest and we love R-Truth. So no shade on them. But my dude, the machine guns are right there. Their music was trash.
I agree.
The music was absolutely trash. And I hope that the music for the tag team is not their band. Because it just clicked to me that they have a band.
Oops.
They have a band. And I hope that that's not them. I'm going to look it up, and I'm so sorry if it is. Actually, no, I'm not. I'm not sorry if it is, because the song is still trash. There are a lot of other places.
I think they're going to beat feet to AEW. I really do. I think that they're going to go to AEW without hesitation. 90 days, that's where they're going to be. I think that they will excel the tag team division more than it already is. It's a no-brainer for them.
You think so?
I do think so. I mean, you just said they were basically being unused the right way with WWE.
I agree. That is
Tony
what I said.
Khan loves a good tag team, and
That's fair. That's fair.
you know,
But there are so many good tag teams in AEW right now. Do you go from a place where there are barely tag teams that are respected to a place where there are so many tag teams? To the point where they basically have 2, maybe 3 if you count it. If you count ROH, 3 tag team divisions, 4 if you're counting AEW's 2 tag team divisions with the double and the triples, and then Ring of Honor with their doubles and triples. So is this more opportunity for the machine guns, or are they going to get lost in the shuffle?
I don't think they would. I don't think they get lost in the shuffle. I don't. I think that they're right up there with anybody that's in AEW tag team wise. I mean, Jesus Christ, you still got Orange Cassidy in a trio right now. They're holding. He's holding the trios championship with Roderick Strong
and Kyle O'Reilly. Great,
Kyle O'Reilly.
So good.
So what do I think that they would get lost in the mix? No, not at all. But
I do want to see FTR versus the Machine Guns.
How badass would that be?
It would be, if given the space. I'll say this to your point. If given the time, given the space, given the right stage, and I would say the right stipulation, could be FTR versus the Motor City Machine Guns in what could potentially be the greatest tag team match of all time.
Wow. Okay.
They could, because FTR is arguably one of the top tag teams in the world right now.
Absolutely. Top guys. Come on, man.
Top guys. You're putting right now the Usos, FTR, right? Woods is injured, so can we count the New Day? I mean, what other tag teams are on that epsilon? The Bucks.
The Bucks.
Who else?
Rascals.
I like the Rascals. They're not there yet. Are they a great team in any combination? Yes. The three piece that they got in AEW now, or the full 4-piece. Either way it goes, the Rascals. I love the Rascals. They got a dope theme song. Someone figured their theme song shit out. I don't know what's going on with the Usos. Actually, I know exactly what's wrong with that, and I don't even want to talk about it because they fucked it up. Just go back to the old music. I digress. But the Rascals aren't there. They're not in that Uso, New Day, FTR conversation with the Machine Guns. They're not. Are they a great tag team? Fantastic. But that's like saying Roderick Strong and Kyle O'Reilly are in the same space. I love Roppongi Vice. RPG Vice, whatever they're called now. I love Roppongi Vice. Not in the same space.
Right.
I know. GOD. No. GOD is not, especially not now. They're definitely not in that space. Any combination of the NFTs, not even close. As much as we like Loomis and Gacy, not even close.
No. I mean, I'm looking at AEW's tag team division, and they have factions listed under as well.
Yeah,
it's ridiculously stacked.
We were talking about the Hurt Syndicate earlier.
Yep,
not even close. Love Shelton Benjamin. Shelton Benjamin is one of my favorite professional wrestlers in the world, all time. One of my personal favorite wrestlers in the world, all time. Any company, full stop. Shelton Benjamin. Not even close. Shelton Benjamin with Charlie Haas. Not even close.
Nah.
As far as tag teams that are still together, it's a short list.
Yeah. Extremely. extremely. But now, again, we're talking about another show in general, all together, the factions and tag team show, like we were talking about.
And it's coming sooner than you think.
Holy crap! Like AEW is ridiculously. I didn't realize how stacked they were on tag teams and factions.
Oh yeah.
Like I truly did not. Like I knew that they had a lot, but this is crazy.
Oh yeah. And it's one of those things where there's a period of wrestling recently where everyone needs a faction. Everyone needs to group up, link up, and create a small faction or something. And AEW is hot for that.
Mm-hmm.
Death Riders, not even close.
No.
The Ops, not even close. The people in their individual tag teams and their individual little groups are great. There's nothing you can say about Hangman, Adam Page, and Swerve Strickland. A fantastic tag team. They work great together. Their history makes it even more tumultuous. Not even close. To what the Machine Guns have done in history, it's a short list. Yeah. And most of that list is currently in AEW.
Right. And so where would you send them? Where should they go?
I don't know. That's my
because
concern.
They should not do an indie run. They're too good to go back down to the indies.
But I feel like you're right. Let me just go ahead and just flat out say you're right. They could do a lot of good work on the indies.
Well, sure.
And both of them, and both Chris Sabin and Alex Shelley, former TNA world champions. Each of them.
Yeah, so their single in-ring singles is great.
They can do that. Sure. They can do it all. It's hard to pick a place like WWE because they're not going to take a tag team like them seriously enough, and they didn't, which is why we're talking about them now.
That's why we're talking about it.
But again, like I said, if we're looking at a top 10 list of tag teams, like upper echelon legit best tag teams right now, the Usos are in that conversation. The New Day are in that conversation. And I'm not 100% sure of a tag team in WWE that's also in that conversation.
There's not. It's, in my opinion, there's not.
And I would agree.
If someone else feels differently, please let us know. But
you can comment here. I'll throw the banner back up. You can email me. Just say best tag teams in the subject, and I'll read it. I'll read the email off here. I don't give a fuck. Point is, I can't think of a single tag team that is legit together. Let me better clarify this. A men's tag team,
right?
That is together, active, and a solid tag team, not like just two dudes put together, which can become a good team. I'm not gonna say they can't, but none of them are in that echelon with the Usos, or with the New Day, or with FTR, or with the Young Bucks, or with the Machine Guns. As far as tag teams that are currently together right now, that is probably current wrestling top 5 right there.
I can't argue it. I can't argue it at all.
I invite someone to argue it.
Yeah, I can't.
I hope someone can. I want the argument. And you know what? I was about to say I want the smoke. I would have to put the Profits on that list at a distant 6. And I love the Profits.
And I didn't think of them because they've been out of action for so long, and then just now recently come back. Yeah, for sure, absolutely, they are definitely up there.
They're up there. The Profits. All right, you know what? I'm gonna retract my distant 6, number 6, and I would allow for fluidity amongst the 6.
Oh yeah, it move around a lot because again, you're talking about guys that just throw down every chance that they get.
Yeah,
and it's all about style, and it's total package as well. Their fucking promos are kill. Anything else that they do outside of the ring is it grabs you by the neck. So,
and I would say if we're talking promo skills, I put the profits above
the profits.
Guns.
Oh yeah,
profits are above the Guns. The profits. Ooh, our tag team episode is gonna be hard. But hey, preview. That's my top 6. If you want a top 10, if we're gonna try to do a top 10, I'm gonna tell you that's my 6. Yeah. In what order? I don't know. I'll have to work it out. We'll have to
I would have to look.
We'll do establish parameters and figure out what we're judging it by.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I mean, I guess I don't have a better argument against AEW, so I'll just concede to the Machine Guns.
Because I agree with you, they could run all the other brands that AEW's got their hand in. So it's not like they wouldn't have work to do.
But they're the fucking Machine Gun. What can't they fucking do?
Exactly.
And there are, what pains me, there are some people out there who only know the Machine Guns for when they showed up in WWE.
Yeah. And
you don't know the Machine Guns in the junior tag team division in New Japan or the TNA tag team champions.
And that's the biggest problem with we talked about this the last show. Most wrestling fans only watch one product. They don't know about other product, or they just don't like the other product. And I don't know. If you call yourself a wrestling fan, I feel like you should again, spread your wings and see what else is out there besides WWE. I'm not knocking the company. I love WWE very much, but there's other shit out there that you could be watching.
You know what I might do? I might just start a playlist on the YouTube channel of like must-see matches.
I'm gonna start making a list because I have a ton.
We'll start making a list and we'll open it to we'll share stuff on all the social medias. I want to know the must-see matches, like because it's one of the bigger points that is made amongst wrestling fans that we made last week, that you cannot just watch one product.
No,
whether that's just AEW or just WWE or just AAA or just CMLL or just New Japan or just Ring of Honor or just this or just that, just TNA, just NWA. There's so much wrestling.
So much wrestling that could be watched. And I mean, like, I'm just as guilty of not watching everything that is out there. Because like you told me about mystery wrestling. I'd never fucking heard of it until you said something. I fucking love it.
I was the same guy. My buddy James Sabata, shout out to James Sabata.
It's good.
He told me, he's like, dude, if you watch mystery wrestling, I'm like, what the fuck is mystery wrestling? He's like, oh,
dude,
Link, watch this. Shut up and watch this. I'm like, okay.
It's like mystery science theater with wrestling.
It is one of the best products.
It's so great.
It's one of the best
there's
products.
All kinds, like, look, everybody's got YouTube. Just search other fucking, companies, and it doesn't even have to be professional. Check out indie wrestling too, because look, all these kids that are in fucking indies right now are the ones that are going to be coming up to WWE and AEW here in the next however many years. It takes them to get up there. That's where they start.
75% of your favorite wrestlers were indie guys at some point.
Fucking
indie guys and girls. And like, you love Roxanne Perez, indie. You like Shotzi Blackheart, indie.
Fucking
you
indie.
Like Sami Zayn, indie. Kevin Owens, indie. Your boy Cody Rhodes, indie. AJ Styles, indies. All of your top people.
Watch indie wrestling. Look,
John Cena,
I guarantee you,
indies.
every major.
Indies.
Look, every major
indies,
every major metropolitan city in the fucking United States has some kind of independent wrestling group in their area. So there's no, dude, we have several. we have a lot.
Louisville has OVW. Everyone,
OVW, PPW.
There's DCW. There's Derby City Wrestling that no one talks about.
Derby City Wrestling.
Shout out to Billy.
There's
and then there's
PPW
Grindhouse.
Grindhouse. There's the other one in Indiana. Fuck, I can't remember the name. But there's a lot in our area.
There's just a lot of just around us.
So just around. So you can't tell me that if you live near a major metropolitan city that you don't have a local wrestling show.
And if you, for whatever reason, can't find it, like watch ours. OVW, Ohio Valley Wrestling, their weekly show is on YouTube
on Thursdays.
Ohio Valley Wrestling, like OV Wrestling, I think is there. Just look up OVW or Ohio Valley Wrestling. You'll find their YouTube channel. Their weekly show is Thursdays. Not sponsored. Love to be. Ohio Valley Wrestling, Thursday nights, 7 p.m. Watch it. They just had a gimmick where since last November, they had like a turkey gimmick match where the loser of the match was forced to wear a turkey suit until he won. He had to wear the suit until he won a match. And he only won that match last fucking week because he made a deal with a guy and basically sold his soul to this guy, Icon Lee. And his name was TW3. He was wearing this turkey suit until last week. Bitch, we are the end of April. And like it's the end of the week will be May. Happy Derby. And the guy is like, if you sign this contract with me, I'll lay down for you and let you pin me and you'll win and you get out of your turkey suit. So they did. And he's like, you didn't read the fine print. Now you have to wear what I told you to wear because now you work for me. And he's in a sheep suit now.
Indie wrestling
is wild.
Indie wrestling.
If you're thinking, these are just dumb Hoboken, Kentucky, Indiana folk who aren't doing any significant. First of all, Ohio Valley Wrestling is the home of John Cena, the home of Shelton Benjamin, the home of Brock Lesnar, the home of Randy Orton, the home of The Miz. CM Punk was here.
Almost everybody on the main roster right now spent time in OVW.
The top people during the Ruthless Aggressors era here.
All OVW.
All of them. Some of the best came out of OVW. Batista here. He was like, these are the guys who were doing matches at Kentucky Kingdom once a year.
Kentucky Kingdom. Yep. Down at the water tower on the fucking river.
Yeah. And they still do shows by the river. Like they did a show like this past weekend for Derby. Like, so, and if J-Rod, one of the women wrestlers, she was wrestling. She's now one of the gladiators in the new remake of the American Gladiators. I forget her name. I haven't watched it yet. I need to get in there and watch it.
It's so good.
But she's one of the gladiators. Mr. Pectacular is one of the gladiators. He came out of OVW. So just to prove the point, indie wrestlers are out here doing the things. The indie wrestlers who are still indies right now are out here doing the things. They're on American Gladiators with people who were at WrestleMania a couple years ago. Yep. Right? Boogs.
Rick Boogs is a fucking gladiator.
He's a gladiator, which is wild.
Great.
And The Miz is hosting. So you get all these people. Camille, who just came back to AEW, she was a gladiator. So don't think that these are just people who don't get it. There's a lot of people who are learning that these are training schools. But you can learn so much about what goes into wrestling companies, what goes into building a wrestler, and to watch a wrestler at this stage, go to the show, befriend them, be a fan at this point, because when they hit the WrestleMania stage, or they're at Double or Nothing, or they're winning the fucking Super Juniors tournament in New Japan, or they're at Triple Mania, whatever, like you're gonna be like, I know them. I sat and had drinks with this guy.
Yeah, because look, you go to indie shows. You go to indie shows, and you go out during intermission, and most of the talent's going to be outside. And dude, I'm telling you, at Paradigm shows or OVW shows, I couldn't tell you how many modern day talent, superstar talent, that are signed to major companies that I've hung out with and just shot the breeze like we're doing right now, and just
yeah.
Great.
I mean, we literally just said Road Dogg, when he left WWE, he was here.
Yeah.
Mick Foley was here a week later.
Mick Foley's down here. He's down here all the time.
Yeah.
Fucking Al Snow runs OVW.
He runs it. So yeah, like this anything no joke. Anything no joke. So
yeah, not every. I'm not saying all indie shows are going to be good, because there are legit mud shows out there. But for the most part, look, get out and see these guys, because again, they're the future of the fucking industry, number one. But if you want to see some good fucking, just these kids, they want it. So they're gonna. It's a lot like watching college basketball back in the 80s when they weren't getting paid to play ball. Where it was fun to watch, because they were playing that hard to get signed. They were playing that hard to make it to the NBA after college. Same with these kids in the indies, that they're wanting that contract with AEW, with WWE, with New Japan. They want to get recognized. A lot of them go straight to Ring of Honor, which now is a pipeline right into AEW. So definitely, if you want to call yourself a wrestling fan, please watch other products and get a little bit of diversity in your flavor there, because
and if you're trying to figure out why this show is titled WWE Releases and we're talking so much about the indies, let me make this point to connect it all before we go ahead and go, because apparently we do a 2-hour show now. I'm not mad, it's whatever. When these people are, first of all, you have the NIL program, you have the WWE ID program. If indie wrestling wasn't taken seriously, these programs wouldn't
have them. They wouldn't have them.
These wouldn't exist. So put that in your pocket. You wouldn't have people like Lash Legend, who is killing it right now in WWE. She comes through NIL, I think. Oba Femi came through NIL. Okay, the Ruler came through NIL. He was just killing it in an opening match at Wrestle fucking Mania. He was shot putting a couple years ago.
Have you seen that footage?
I have not.
The man is a fucking beast.
He's the fucking
It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous.
He's shot putting, dude. Like, these are the guys, these are the college kids who are like,
yeah. And him tossing Waller last night on Raw. That was beautiful.
And now he's having WrestleMania matches and retiring Brock Lesnar and challenging Roman Reigns down the line
in his first year on main roster.
Right. And listen, the other point is this. When we talk about these wrestlers who have worked hard to hone their craft, they've succeeded enough to be in WWE to some degree, whether it's LFG or NXT or Evolve or Raw or SmackDown or whatever, they've made it, right?
Yep.
And then they get released. We talked about the success that Matt Cardona, Chelsea Green, Killer Cross, all these people have had on the indies. That success doesn't exist if people like us, people like you, don't go to indie shows.
Correct.
We have to support indie shows. If you don't think indie shows matter, I challenge you to find the city that WrestleMania is in. Don't buy tickets to WrestleMania. Walk around. Find every wrestling show taking place in that area, which, by the way, reminds me of the thing that I was supposed to ask you about last week and I didn't.
What were you supposed to ask me?
So, real quick, I got you. Hold on. So, people like us, we cover the indie shows. People like us, we're going to talk about the indie shows. Soon, we're going to go to these shows and we're going to tell you how we feel about them. It's going to be a thing. But we have to support these indie shows so that the indie shows, the companies that support them, the people that support them, that they can give when Trill London or Serena Lanton, they need to go to the indies somewhere. Alba Fire, I don't know if we mentioned Alba Fire. That's a crime. She should just stay with Chelsea. It's fine.
I agree.
that would take me to a whole nother tailspin. But she deserves to be mentioned. She was on the list. I left her off because I had a bunch of names I scratched off, and she was already in a good gimmick. I don't know why you didn't just. Chelsea's hurt. You should just had every match her wrestling for her. Yeah. It makes so much sense. There's so much that doesn't make sense in these releases. But for there to be an option when these people are done with WWE or get released from WWE, we have to support the indies for that exact reason. It's a must. Now, the thing I was supposed to ask you about last week, we were talking about WrestleMania. That was last week's topic. And WrestleMania 43 is supposed to be in Saudi Arabia, right?
As of right now, yes.
As of right now, barring social, political,
what's going on right now.
As of right now, there are no plans to move WrestleMania 43.
Right.
With all of the things happening in that region, this is not to get political, but these are just facts. I would find it very difficult to justify, on a personal sense, for safety purposes, to just go to Saudi Arabia and attend WrestleMania. So Will Ospreay suggested to Tony Khan, hey, if WWE is going to leave the all North America and go to Saudi, most people aren't going to go to Saudi. But Tony, if you hold a show the exact same weekend somewhere in North America, personally, preferably the United States, there's a lot of people who would otherwise easily fly to Las Vegas or fly to New Orleans or fly to LA or fly to Miami or fly to Tampa or fly to Columbus or fly to Boston or fly to Seattle. They'll fly to whatever city you pick. You basically have the entire United States in front of you to do an AEW show the same weekend as WrestleMania. What are your thoughts on that idea? Will Ospreay had it. It was a Will Ospreay idea, which I think is fucking genius. What are your thoughts?
I think it's brilliant. I want to know why Tony Khan hasn't thought about it sooner. Especially, like I said earlier, with the uprise of AEW. Why the fuck not? Look,
I wouldn't want to
it's an absolute no-brainer. If I was to have to choose, okay, between a show in Saudi that's being produced by the WWE or a show here in the States that's produced by AEW, if I couldn't go, which pay-per-view would I get? Probably the AEW one. I can't lie, because while they're in Saudi, they're restricted from a lot of shit that they can do here in the States. I'm not just talking about costuming. There's a lot of stuff they just won't do over there.
Yeah.
So yeah, I would it's a fucking no-brainer. Do I think if they were to stay in the States that it would be a thing? No, because then you're competing again. But
right, and you're going to split the wrestling audience, and I think
it's not.
It's going to hurt. It'll hurt more.
It would hurt both. It would hurt both.
But
it's a fucking brilliant idea. If they were out of country, yes, do it.
Think about this though. Ticket prices. WWE, their prices are not coming down anytime soon.
No, they're fucking stupid.
And AEW is listen. I just bought AEW tickets, and I was able to buy those tickets without a second thought. I bought 2 of those tickets without a second thought, and I put the money aside for a hotel room in that city, so I didn't have to drive back. It's a no-brainer. It was an easy click. Yep. I actually texted him. I was just like, "Hey man, talk me out of this." In fairness, I texted him when I knew he couldn't respond. so I did it on purpose. So I didn't want anybody to stop me. He was busy and my wife was busy at work. So I was just like, hey, convince me not to buy these tickets. Oh, no one's messaging me. Click.
But I'm the wrong one. I would so be like, why are you asking?
Right. But the point of this is a pay-per-view ticket's going to probably be 100, maybe 2, maybe 3, depending on the city, the venue, what they got going on.
For AEW?
For AEW. But it's going to be much cheaper than whatever we're talking about for WWE. So not only is it more affordable, there's no major company competition.
You're winning. It's a no fucking brain. It's just his most genius. Look, Will Ospreay is a genius. Good on you, buddy, because that is hands down. I can't even argue. That's a great fucking idea.
And I know what city to pick. I know exactly which city to pick. You picked New Orleans.
Yeah, because that's where it was supposed. That's where Mania was supposed to be. Go to New Orleans.
Yeah,
get all those people hyped up because they were already ready for fucking WWE be there again.
Everyone who got screwed.
Everybody makes that money.
Like, you know what? WWE fucked you over. AEW loves you. AEW loves you.
We're gonna help you out.
Yeah, we are. Yep. And I'll tell you.
Yeah, no,
if AEW does that show, I don't know how. I don't know.
I'm finding a way.
I have to figure it out. Again,
go work the corner. I'll go work the corner for a little bit. I don't know. Fucking find a way.
Legit though, even if I didn't go to whatever the AEW show was, Elite Mania or whatever they're going to call it, you can hold on to that. Just being in that town, because a major company doing a show attracts wrestling fans. Mania attracts wrestling fans. So there's a bunch of indie shows to go to around that. I think I would just love being in that space where everyone's walking around with a wrestling t-shirt, walking around the street with wrestling belts and titles. You don't think that Ula Fala's coming with me? You bet your ass it is. I'm not walking around with an AEW championship because that motherfucker's expensive. That bitch is like $800.
It's probably a lot heavier too.
It's like $800 though.
That's crazy.
Now, if you want to start sending me money, I'll start flashing the Cash App. Y'all can to send me the money to buy an AEW title.
I mean, look, my birthday's in December. You got plenty of time to save up.
My birthday's in October. Y'all can just send money to one of us or both of us. We'll drop the Cash Apps next week. And we'll show up. We'll be. I'll put that belt on my shoulder right here.
Look, I will.
Sure will. Right there.
I will. I'll wear it around my neck like Bray used to do. Okay.
I'll just figure out how to write that shit off on Texas too.
Yeah.
It's for the show. It's for work.
For the show.
It's for the show. It's fine. Is there anything else on these topics that you wanted to go on? Is there any other?
Look, man, I feel bad for everybody that got released, especially the talent that had leeway and a little bit of forward motion going on with their gimmick, their stag, their whatever the fuck they were doing. It sucks. This is like the third or fourth year in a row, and it's always been right after Mania that they pull this trigger. It started around COVID, which was weird, and it's gotten worse since. I don't know. Bring back the draft before you start firing people. How about that? Bring back the draft before you start firing people. Look, if you're gonna, bottom line, here's the way I feel about the releases. If you're going to release talent because of the decisions that TKO has made of bringing up talent from NXT, trying to situate ticket prices and whatever else that they threw in there that was reason, take talent that isn't doing anything. Take talent that has been on the shelf for months and months and months repeatedly. Make it make sense. That's all I'm asking. Make it make sense. There's like we talked about, there's so many fucking top tier talent on here that you just threw away, and it's just wrong.
And I would even go so far as to say, kill the 90-day thing.
Yeah, throw away the 90-day compete if you're gonna.
I get it, but don't just.
What are you? They're gonna go somewhere else anyway. Why make them wait 90 fucking days? It's stupid.
Yeah, you look at the people like Tyson, Tyreek, Apollo. I mean, Cruz was on TV recently. Andre Chase. I mean, some of these names I don't even know, let alone remember seeing. No. You're paying them already for not doing anything.
Just let them do their thing.
Just let them go. Let them go make their money somewhere else while the hype is still there. Everyone's talking about the releases. The names are out there. Everyone's talking about them, sending them here, there, and the other place. Just, let them go.
Let them go and stop being money hungry. God damn it.
The problem is that the companies are public. And so legally, they have to do what's best for
shareholders.
Yeah. And it's like.
And, hey, look, as a shareholder of TKO, fucking stop.
Yeah.
I am a shareholder. Stop.
There you go. I used to own stock in WWE.
I own quite a bit of stock in WWE TKO. Fucking stop.
Listen, that's your stockholders. You need to listen to him.
Just stop. Again, if you're gonna do it, make it make sense. That's all. Give them a fucking leg up. Give them a chance to make something of themselves when they are not with your company. That's all.
Yeah.
I don't know what else to say about it other than it's shitty.
Is it?
Not all the way around. But in general, like,
no, yeah,
as a human, it sucks because these people, that have jobs now. In 90 days, they're gonna still get money, but regardless, they're out, and
they know how to figure it out.
It's never a good thing.
No,
it's never.
But I hope that this is. I hope us talking about it and everyone else has talked about it, and the general negative opinion of it all eventually makes their way to somebody with a conscience,
somebody that have a brain
in TKO, and they can just figure something out. Like,
I know that it couldn't be easy to decide who to let go with all the hundreds and hundreds of fucking people on rosters.
Yeah,
it can't be easy. But still, at the end of the day, it's like, fuck, man. Like, you threw away potential storylines. You threw
storylines we were in the middle of.
Yeah, stuff that was in work, and it's just not there now, so it doesn't make sense. So.
Now we're just sitting back, sad, just
sad.
what could have happened, and that's just
sad. There's people that are mad about it, so.
Yeah. Imagine if you were reading a book. We feel like we found a book that's really, really dope. We've been reading it for a really long time. We're really invested in the end. And then you showed up in the middle of the night and tore out the last 3 chapters.
That's what they did.
That's how we feel about it.
Mm-hmm.
As a writer, that's some bullshit.
As a fan, it's bullshit, regardless. As a creative person, it's bullshit.
Yeah.
Take the time to fucking figure it out before you pull the trigger on something like that.
If
you don't think the stories work, and fucking change it.
He's got this whole haunt. Imagine if you go 2/3 of the way through his haunt and he's just like, "Oh, hey, walk out this way. Have a great day." Wait, that's it?
For your time.
We're just gonna. It's like, oh yeah, we got money from you already. Go ahead.
I got your money. See you later. Really, that's all I got with it. Best of luck to everybody.
Yeah, hopefully we'll come back and see you somewhere else. And we can talk about how dope you were. We can see Andre Chase in Mystery Wrestling, Apollo Crews and Santos Escobar in Lucha Underground, Alba Fire doing something fire. I don't know. We'll do something. It'll be dope. In the meantime, share this video, like and share this video with people who you think will love wrestling, people who you think will love us. Let us know what you thought of the releases. If you got I forgot what we told you to email us about earlier. This is the 2-hour show all of a sudden. We're as long as SmackDown's going to be. It's wild. And far more entertaining because I'm not firing anybody off the show. It's fine. Fuckers. Either way, I'm the Moon. This is Joker, and this is Moon Eagles Wrestling.
Thanks, guys.
Love it.